Class trip math problem. This is an engaging real-world math problem that I have created for the class EEC 344. This problem addresses the Common Core standard for 5th grade 5.NBT.B.7. Perform operations with multi-digit whole numbers and with decimals to hundredths. This math problem will use money to address that standard. Ideally, this math problem would be given to students if they were planning a class trip using the information from their own trip to make it more relevant to them. Do you want to go on a class trip? Our class is going on a class trip to Chicago in September. Your job is to figure out what the cheapest way is to get yourself there. You can use any online resource to help you figure out this problem, as well as the information given to you. Do some research and you might find an answer that even surprises me. Here is the basic information that you might need. The trip will be from September 10th to September 15th. The prices you find must be round-trip prices. Here is some more information. The trip will be from Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport to the O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. Here is some more information. When looking up driving prices, use information from my car, a 2012 Ford Fusion. Dig deeper. Here are some extension activities for students who want more of a challenge. Are there other forms of transportation that could be cheaper than driving or flying? What other factors could influence your decision of how you want to get to Chicago? Which form of transportation will you take, keeping in mind those factors? Do you have a car that gets better gas mileage than mine? What is the cost of driving your car to Chicago? How can carpooling change the price? Now, which method of transportation is the best option? This math problem requires students to solve the problem of finding the cheapest form of transportation to Chicago for their own class trip. The math problem is relevant to them and based on a real-world problem that they might encounter someday. Students will add multi-digit numbers when adding up the total price of the trip. Students will divide the number of miles to drive by the number of miles in a gallon of gas. Students will then multiply the number of gallons needed by the average price of gas to find the cost of gas for the trip. In addition, this math problem has no set correct answer. Students can come up with many different solutions by thinking creatively. The Dig Deeper questions incorporate high cognitive thinking questions such as asking students to evaluate the benefits and negatives of both flying and driving. Thank you for viewing my engaging real-world math problem.